was amazing. I always get amazed by instrument making sound, just the mere fact that's a miracle. Let's give a round of applause. Hi friends and family. This is super exciting and really intimidating as well, so I'm gonna do my best. For those who don't know me, my name is Jade. I am a poet. I came here for school when I was 16 from China, and as I'm approaching sort of this reading, I keep having this question in my head. It's why poetry? Why me at this stage of my life? And I keep thinking back on the 16-year-old Jade that doesn't speak a lick of English compared to who I am now. It's crazy to me, and as I'm asking this question, this is the poem that I landed on in the process of asking that question. It's called Lost and Found. Actually, before we start, let's take 3 breaths together because that helps. So, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. Lost and found. When you experience the loss of words. No, I don't just mean physically, which is another whole story on its own. I mean mentally, especially mentally. I could murmur and sob, scream and jump, sigh and lie down, but I was unable to form my reasons with the right words, express feelings in complete sentences that could be understood, ask for help as the first syllable got stuck in my throat. Am I pronouncing this right? Is my accent showing? What does this word mean again? So the sorrow stayed, stored in my body, each missing word at a time. I was too busy faking laughs to jokes that I didn't understand, putting on masks that felt the furthest from home, to blend in, to hide behind, to survive. I wanted to be invisible, so I hummed along the crowd and let others' words take power over mine. You can't write. You talk too bluntly. I wanted to be invisible, so I changed my name and undressed my accent. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, says my college professor. That's okay. I go by Jade. I wanted to be invisible, so I bit down on my lips and lowered my head. Where are you from? What kind of Asians are you? I went to Taiwan on a summer break. Andre Lorde says, poetry is the way we give names to the nameless so it can be thought, so our feelings can be expressed, shared, and heard. Poetry cobbles all the pieces of our darkness, the unknowns and the highways, arms us with tools to create light from the dim corner of our hearts and the furthest horizon of our hope and despair. We hold the pieces up against the light as proof that we are alive. We're not alone in these beautiful yet dark feelings. Words turned poetry, turned understanding, turned holding hands, turned unclenching jars, turned me and you, turned a breath out. So the next one it's another part of the reason why I love poetry, is that I have a very inner dramatic world compared to what I let out on a daily basis. So I think poetry allows permission and a place that I can be very dramatic over really tiny moments of our life. This one is called Unrequited Joy. Unrequited Joy. A show that I was watching talked about unrequited love. I started wondering if there's also unrequited joy that you release into the world without really needing it back, without the intention of giving it out in the first place. Like the middle-aged man who drove past me on my street, one hand holding an ice cream cone, the other on the wheel. Sweetness coats his smile. The image of him licking ice cream on a cone stayed in my head for days after. Or the lady walking to her gate in the airport, with purple braids that fade into lilac and lilac into white, draped past her knees and dangle just a few inches from touching her ankles. When she walks, the braids swing left to right and dance on her calves with each step. Maybe it's when a line from a book finally gives you words to a feelings that you've held yet formed. Maybe the line reads, "She did not feel as though she did not belong, because there were many options for belonging."